Been incredibly remiss this morning, of course, not to lead the show off with probably the most important news currently affecting the country. So I just want you all to be sitting down. It's shocking news, and it may disturb you and even upset you somewhat. It concerns well-known radio host, former weather announcer, and survivor of being pooped on by a bird during his honeymoon with his husband, Matty McLean. The Herald applied much of its dwindling resources over the weekend, covering another shock expose about Matty McLean. I'll read you the opening paragraph, but just a warning for young kids, maybe you want to take them out of the room. Radio host and avid runner Matty McLean had been eagerly anticipating the Dunedin Marathon, but wild winds and a diverted flight meant the event remained out of reach. McLean and his husband Ryan Teese, were among passengers on Air New Zealand flight NZ676, which attempted to land in Dunedin on Saturday before being forced to return to Auckland due to significant wind shear. It was pretty scary, McLean said, recalling the flight's tense moments, though I would imagine not as scary as a pigeon pooping on you on your honeymoon. As soon as we started to descend, the plane started swaying from side to side. On the first attempt, we got quite close to the ground before the pilot had to pull up. Then we circled for about 10 minutes before trying again, and it's got pictures of them on the plane and everything. Thank God he's all right. A nation breathed a deep sigh of relief. And, well, Matty, hang in there. I hope you're all right. We're all rooting for you. Not like that. Not that way. Amazed at the outpouring of grief for Matty McLean not getting to Dunedin to run a marathon. And I've got more details of just the horror he's lived through. For McLean, the disappointment went beyond the flight. We were both really looking forward to the weekend in Dunedin, and the marathon was going to be an amazing event, he said. Any run is always a big goal, and we'd be training for it, so it was slightly disappointing. Even so, McLean kept a sense of humour about the situation. We left our dog with friends, and 6 hours later we were back picking him up. I think he was a bit confused, he laughed. Looking ahead, McLean is already planning a return. We'll just cross fingers and toes that the flight makes it in 2026, he said. I'll be still my beating heart. Oh, look, I don't know. How do you live through that? Hopes and prayers, Matty. Hopes and prayers.